Hi, Kindell Realtor with the Lucas Howard Group, and welcome to the next edition of Featuring Forest Hills. Today, we're at the Forest Hills Fine Arts Center with Janice, who is the director of the Forest Hills Foundation.
Yes.
Thank you for visiting with us today.
Thank you very much.
So there are lots of people in Forest Hills that may not understand what the foundation is or what its purpose is. What can you tell us about the foundation?
The Forest Hills Public School Foundation's mission is to provide funding for all areas of academic excellence within the school district.
Fabulous. So the foundation is actually funded by donors and by parents within the district, as well as corporate donors, correct?
It is. So we are a separate 501c3 organization, and our goal is to go out and ask the community for support so that we can then gift back to the district and the teachers and the educators who are in the classroom. So we are getting support from the Forest Hills community, mostly parents, grandparents, and businesses within the community.
So basically they donate and give money to the foundation, and then the foundation distributes that back to the schools in the form of grants and other things. Tell us a little bit about that, because I know sometimes it's not always a physical product, sometimes it's also about extensive training for teachers.
It is. So we raise our money through our 3 special events and our appeals. And then as the money comes into the foundation, we distribute it back to the district in a variety of ways. But the biggest and what makes the most impact is the teacher grants. So we have individual teacher grants 2 times a year. We have a cycle in the fall and in the spring. And those items are materials, programs, items that are impacting curriculum and are really impacting the students in the classroom. We recently just completed a restricted fundraising campaign called Destination Innovation that's primary purpose was for professional learning. So it was benefiting the teachers, to help the teachers in their mission to teach differently and to teach better new concepts. And that funding went specifically to the educators or administrators for advanced teacher training.
You know, we're so fortunate, and it's so wonderful to have something like this in our community. And then we talk about hard, tangible objects. You know, a few years ago, the high schools, they wrote grants and got 3D printers, correct? So that's one form of...
That is correct. So most of the requests that we see through the individual teacher grants are more innovative. And they are for things that are not covered under the traditional building budget or school-wide budget. And we do see a lot of requests for those types of things. 3D printers was a perfect example. It started at a high school and they requested it, and then the other high schools find out that they got it. So we have now funded 3D printers at all 3 high schools, all 3 middle schools, the 5th and 6th grade buildings, and now actually into some classrooms at the elementary level as well.
That is amazing. And I know I'm a Forest Hills parent, an Ada Vista parent, and when we came into the school, I did not realize that 70%, maybe a little higher, of the budget, of the money that we get back from the state, actually goes to strictly paying things like salaries, electric, utilities that are needed to operate our buildings. So it's really the foundation that plays such a huge role in making this possible for our kids.
I think the interesting fact, and what a lot of people are unaware of, is that we're a donor district. So all of the tax dollars generated in Forest Hills go to Lansing, and then Lansing distributes the funding back to each school district. And Forest Hills receives less than we actually bring in. And that is the reason why additional community support and the foundation is so important.
Absolutely, and said we're very fortunate and blessed to have it. So one of the fundraisers that's coming up here shortly, June 13th, is the golf outing. So I know those slots fill up quickly too. If someone wants to participate, they can still contact the foundation and sponsor or sign up?
Yes, the Charlie Anderson Memorial Golf Tournament is always the Wednesday after school gets out, so it's June 13th. We do sell out every year, but at this point we still have space for a couple more foursomes. So if you're interested, just reach out to us at the foundation office.
And the big one that's in the fall, the gala.
It is our gala. That is the big one. It is our largest fundraiser. It is scheduled for November 7th at Frederick Meijer Gardens. Maggie Lancaster has agreed to be the chair, so we are very excited and looking forward to a fantastic event.
Wonderful. And information on that, excuse me, goes out right after the kids go back to school, right?
The big fundraiser for the gala is called the Support Our School initiative, where all administrators throughout the district get to select needs that they want, and then we ask the guests at the gala to actually support those needs. And at back to school time, you should receive all of that information in your back to school information packet and in backpack mail and so forth once school starts.
Wonderful. We appreciate all that you do for our schools and the foundation. What's your favorite thing about Forest Hills?
Working with the Forest Hills Public School Foundation, I would say that my favorite thing about Forest Hills is the generosity of our community. Every time we have an event and we have our goals, we break them, we exceed them, and I always say it's only because of the power of the Forest Hills community, and it is that generosity and that support and the willingness to want to give our educators what they need to provide the best possible education for our kids is what's truly amazing.
Well, thank you so much for having us today, for being with us, and Forest Hills parents, you rock. Keep it up.
Definitely. Thank you.